Hey, you. Yeah, you. Welcome to the Malaka podcast.
Bacon. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure about a lot of things in life, but I do know that bacon makes everything better. Everything. From steak to burgers to the morning. The aroma of bacon, the smell is just fucking beautiful. I love it. As soon as you smell bacon, you just know that everything is going to be okay. You just know that everything surrounding bacon is just going to be magical. But how did bacon end up being one of the best foods in the world? One of the best pieces of meat. Just one of the best things in life, period. Well, according to good old Wikipedia here, bacon is a type of salt curd pork. Bacon is prepared from several different cuts of meat, typically from the pork belly or back cuts, which have less fat than the belly. It is eaten on its own as a side dish, particularly in breakfasts, or used as a minor ingredient to flavor dishes. Example, the club sandwich. Bacon is also used for barding and larding roasts, especially game, including venison and pheasant. The word is derived from the Old High German bako, meaning buttock, ham, or side of bacon, and is cognate with the Old French bacon. Meat from other animals, such as beef, lamb, chicken, goat, or turkey, may also be cut, cured, or otherwise prepared to resemble bacon, and may even be referred to as, for example, turkey bacon. You know what? I just gotta stop right there. Turkey bacon, in my opinion, is not bacon. Now, also, I'm Canadian. Thank you. Um, I don't consider Canadian bacon bacon. I really don't. And that's coming from me, a proud Canadian. And it, it's just basically ham. I mean, it's not real bacon. I mean, is it greasy? No. Is it succulent and just beautifully crisp? No, it's not. Absolutely not. So, in my opinion, it's not bacon. Okay? It's like these people that buy almond milk for an alternative for milk. It's not milk. Milk doesn't come from almonds. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to burst your bubble, but it's just not the case. Anyways, such use is common in areas with significant Jewish and Muslim populations, as both religions prohibit the consumption of pork. Vegetarian bacons, such as soy bacon, also exist and attract vegetarians and vegans. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, there's no such thing as vegetarian or vegan bacon. Okay? I'm not judging people by how they want to live their life. I don't care. You want to eat vegetables all day? That's fine. That is absolutely fine with me. Just don't push your beliefs towards me. And don't tell me that a certain type of weird, looks like some kind of chalk brown stick resembles or even will taste remotely like bacon. It's not going to happen. Perfect example. Great part in the TV show Parks and Recreation. You have Mr. Ron Swanson, a proud American, and one of the best carnivores I've ever seen in my life. He's at some supermarket or whatever, and you know how you go to supermarkets, they let you, please taste this, free sample, blah, 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 whatever. So The one guy, we'll call him Mr. Hipster, he thinks that he's handing out some kind of imitation weird bacon. So, of course, he hands one to Ron Swanson, takes it, throws it in the garbage. Another, please. Takes another one, throws it in the garbage. And he's like, why are you doing this? And it's pretty obvious why he's doing this. It's because it's not real bacon, and nobody should be eating this. Okay? If you told me somehow, some way, you took dirt and a bark of a tree, or even twigs, and you somehow twisted it or even made it straight and told me, well, this is an alternative for pasta, I would look you in your face and say, you're disgusting. You have no idea what you're talking about. So, the point to this is, please don't give us fake bacon. We need real bacon. Okay? I would wake up to that shit in the morning if I could. And that's exactly what Michael did on The Office, aka Mr. Steve Carell. There's a great episode of The Office where he accidentally burned his foot on a Foreman grill. Now, a lot of people are wondering, how the fuck can you burn your foot on a Foreman grill? That means it would have to be right beside your bed. Well, it was. And he just explained, every day I wake up to the smell of bacon. I put some bacon in my George Foreman grill, and I want to wake up to the smell of bacon. And then he forgot that he put it right next to his bed. And of course, he stepped right on it. And his bottom foot there basically looked like a Whopper. And yeah. But was it worth it? Absolutely. Because the smell of bacon it's just beautiful. I can't talk enough about it. It is just magical. Every time I smell bacon, it's like those cartoons where they leave a pie on the windowsill and there's that smoke, and that smoke turns into like a hand and whatever, and it like lures the person in, and then it goes right up their nose, and then they end up floating in the air right next to the pie, and then they find out it's a trap. But you know what? It's not a trap. And honestly, if you could put bacon in a pie, which I think is very possible, because again, you can put bacon in anything. I always say, as a society, we got fat when burger met bacon. And I always wondered too, like, where did the concept of Mr. Burger meeting Mr. Bacon came from? Well, apparently, I've done my research, and A&W, which is a fantastic fast food restaurant, they make a great fast food burger. Apparently, they claim they're the ones that invented it. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not saying I don't believe them, but the way they said it was invented kind of has me a little suspicious. But I do still believe them. So basically what happened was, back in the day, they would just give people burgers, obviously no bacon on there whatsoever. You got your normal toppings, your cheese, your ketchup, your mustard, your beautiful little tiny onions. As Uncle Phil, sorry, he's always Uncle Phil to me, from the Fresh Prince would always say. James Avery, rest in peace, we miss you. And people would actually order bacon on the side. And it got to a point where the guys at A&W are just like, you know what, we might as well just put bacon in the burger ourselves and just sell it. Now that's the thing that kind of has me worried, is like, why would people order bacon on the side? Again, like in today's world, like, you never think of that. Just like, okay, let me get a bacon burger, whatever, Pickles on the side, I totally get that. I don't know, something about, like, I don't mind pickles in a burger, don't get me wrong, but it's just better on the side, especially when you get, the big dill pickles, the sliced ones, it's perfect. So, back in the day, people were craving bacon so much that they just wanted to have it on the side. And that's where burger met bacon for the first time. And it's crazy because no one else has challenged that they're the ones that came up with it first, other than A&W. And no one has claimed, oh, they're lying, it's all bullshit. It's out there. And no one to this day has challenged these guys. So, salute to A&W for putting bacon on the burger and serving it. God bless you guys. Speaking of our Lord and Savior, if God was one of us, I'm sure he'd like bacon too. And bacon has almost become a religion to some people. There's even a thing called bacon mania. It says here that the United States and Canada have seen an increase in popularity of bacon and bacon-related recipes, dubbed bacon mania. The sale of bacon in the U.S. has increased significantly since 2011. Sales climbed 9.5% in 2013, making it an all-time high of nearly $4 billion in the U.S. In a survey conducted by Smithfield, 65% of Americans would support bacon as their national food. Let me just stop right there for a second, folks, because I'm already drooling here. Their national food, okay? Not the burger, not the steak, not their 45 pistol, but bacon they would consider their national food. That's how big of an explosion bacon has hit the society. Anyways, I'm just gonna napkin here, fix my drooling here. Okay. Dishes such as bacon explosion, chicken fried bacon, holy shit, chicken, oh man, sorry. The chocolate covered bacon, wow. This is how fat, wow. This is, oh God, we live in a great world. Have been popularized over the internet, as has using canned bacon. Recipes spread quickly through both countries, national media, culinary blogs, and YouTube. Restaurants have organized and are organizing bacon and beer tasting nights. The New York Times reported on bacon infused with Irish whiskey used for St. Patrick's Day cocktails. As celebrity chef Bobby Flay has endorsed a Bacon of the Month Club online, in print, and on national television. Oh, ladies, I am so proud to be alive in 2019. You have no idea. Just after hearing this, I feel like I want to cry. This is just beautiful. This is just a work of art. This is a great time to be alive. With the internet and bacon. This is just awesome. This really is. It just does not get any better than this. Bacon just makes everything better. We have managed to get as fat as society can make us by literally combining chocolate and bacon. That is, oh, it's just beautiful. Oh, wow. Anyways, one of the most famous dishes of all time, though, with bacon is obviously the BLT. Very simple. You take 2 pieces of white bread. You may want to put a little bit of mayo in there, just for the glue of the sandwich, a little bit of taste. You put lettuce, which is the L part. You put tomato, which is the T part. And you put lots of bacon in there, which, get ready for it, stands, which is for the B part. So that's a very simple sandwich. I'm told it's healthy because it has lettuce and tomato in it. But I'm sure somehow, it just kind of, I don't know, I just assume the bacon will suck all the health out of the lettuce and tomato and just make it its own as a bacon sandwich. It's very crispy, very tasty, and, very simple. Even a simple thing like bacon fat. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a big Kevin Smith fan. I think he's fucking awesome. I heard he had the heart attack there. Now he's living the whole vegan lifestyle. I get that. You can only have so many Twinkies in your life and not explode. I get it. I've been there. And again, that's another thing. They added chocolate onto Twinkies. Yeah, if you've never tried that, try that one. You're welcome. And he made a movie called Jersey Girl. Now, I'm not going to lie. It was okay. It wasn't anything special. But what made this movie just classic, in my opinion, is this one scene where George Carlin plays Ben Affleck's father. I really hope that Ben Affleck really appreciated that one of the coolest guys, and probably, in my opinion, the best comedian of all time, George Carlin, played his father. And he would just make nothing but bacon all day. And he would save the grease, but he wouldn't even call it grease. He would call it juice, and then Ben Affleck's like, this isn't juice. I'm like, listen to me. This is the juice of everything. You save it. I've combined bacon juice with pasta. The best thing to do is make the carbonara with, obviously bacon and the pasta and all that, but like the juice, it's something about that magical, beautiful pig juice, pause, and it makes it so good, so succulent, so juicy. I love saying that word succulent. It's just it's awesome. And it's beautiful. It just makes that taste of the pasta and absorbs and the cheese and all that. Madonna mia. It's beautiful, But that's very old school. I mean, you save every little bit of the food. People will just throw that grease out. And, a lot of these people, they take bacon and, they put it on the paper towel and they let it suck up all the juice. It's like, why? Why? First of all, it is a waste of paper towel. The main reason, I'm going to give you two reasons if you're a guy to have paper towel. One, if you have a party and shit spills. And two, I'm just going to be honest with you, worst case, you got some extra toilet paper when you run out of napkins. So you don't need to soak up all the juice from the bacon. Just, save it. Put it in a cup, put it in a container, put it in the fridge. Watch it morph over time. It's more valuable than, the Ninja Turtle ooze. It's just, leave it in there. It'll always make you happy. Add it to a food, let it soak in some bread. It's a beautiful thing. I could live off bacon sandwiches if I could, but I would have died 17 years ago. So you got to treat it with respect, But then again, you got the father from, what's that movie called? Grumpier Old Men, or Grumpy Old Men. I forgot which one it was in. But again, Burgess Meredith, he, was, good old Mickey and Rocky, Again, rest in peace. I mean, there's just a great scene where he goes shopping. He just throws, a pack of bacon in the cart. Boom, that's it. That's all I need. That's all you need. That and his cigarettes, which is understandable, Because after some good bacon, you want to have a cigarette. Anyways, but bacon is just a beautiful, beautiful food, But the fat itself, you cannot disrespect bacon fat, okay? And of course, it has its nutrients. Does it really? Okay. Well, it says here 10-gram slice of cooked side bacon contains 4.5 grams of fat, 3.0 grams of protein, and 205 megagrams of sodium. The fat, protein, and sodium content varies depending on the cut and cooking method. 68% of the food energy of bacon comes from fat, almost half of which is saturated. And serving of 3 slices of bacon contains 30 milligrams of cholesterol, which is 0.1%. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know what any of this shit means. I just know that bacon tastes magical. It just doesn't. It doesn't. I'm flabbergasted. I'm just. I love it. I don't care. I really don't. But it also says here health concerns. Uh-oh. Studies have consistently found that the consumption of processed meats to be linked to increased mortality and to increase risk of developing a number of serious health conditions, including cancer, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes. Although, as of 2017, these links have not been definitely established as causal, they are likely to be. According to the World Health Organization, regular consumption of processed meats, such as bacon, increased the likelihood of developing colorectal cancers by 18%. Now, that's scary, guys. You know, I never understood these health concerns. I mean, I get it. It's all fat, but it tastes so good. But at the same time, I mean, you got to be careful. You really do. I mean, these people that eat bacon every single day, I mean, it's risky. But at the same time, it all depends on your gene pool too. I don't know. Just don't let the bacon take over. If you do, just let it in the door slowly, and just make sure that you treat it with respect. That's all. Just don't overdo it. That's all. It's like booze. It's like booze, alcohol, not boobs. I mean, they're both awesome, but I'm just saying, just listen, respect everything. That's all I'm saying. But the alternatives could be, substitutes. For bacon, you could do, turkey bacon, like I said before. I mean. But it's not the same. It's just, it's not there. I mean, I remember one time, like, my dad gave me some turkey bacon, and it looked like, turkey that wasn't quite right. It didn't make the cut, so it went into its own little, little bag, and it just wanted to do its own thing. And then I ate it, and, it wasn't good for me. I had the runs, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like the taste. I didn't appreciate my father introducing me to this, in my mid-30s. I thought it was very weird of him to do that. But, again, I respect him for trying. I really do. I'd rather be a man and just eat real bacon. That's all. And there's also a thing called macon, spelled M-A-C-O-N. Macon is another alternative to bacon, produced by curing cuts of mutton in a manner similar to the production of pork bacon. Historically produced in Scotland, it was introduced across Britain during World War II as a consequence of rationing. It is today available as an alternative to bacon, produced for the Muslim market and sold at halal butchers. It is largely similar in appearance to pork bacon, except for the darker color. All right. I get it. It could be a religious thing. You don't want to eat meat. That's cool. But you still want to see what it tastes like. I mean, it's basically meat and everything. I mean, I just found out a couple years ago that technically, if you eat a marshmallow, you're technically eating meat because it has some kind of pork products or something. So, I don't know. You never know what the fuck is in food anymore. Who knows? And then there's a vegetarian bacon, which, look, we went through this already, okay? It's not real bacon, Just stop it. Stop it. It's not real. It's not real. It's all an illusion. It's all in your head. You think you can, save these animals, and okay, I get it. You saw that episode of The Simpsons, and when Lisa became a vegetarian, and then met Paul McCartney and his wife, and Apu ended up being a vegetarian, and nobody wanted alcohol-free beer, and I get it. But I just stop it. Either eat real bacon or don't. That's it. Be happy that we have this power of a food called bacon. where you can basically add it to any food. And it just creates this beautiful atmosphere of taste for your buds. And it's just magical. Have you ever put bacon on pizza? Let me repeat that. Have you ever put bacon on pizza? Bacon on pizza is one of the best foods, if not the best food of all time. Now, there's other great foods out there that have bacon. Bacon mac and cheese. I've even heard tales that people go to the movies and they have a little container of bacon grease and they just put it on top of the bacon. That's a work of art, I'm not gonna lie. But when you put bacon on pizza, it's somehow just, it's just a magical meeting of brilliant minds, you know? It's like when Mick Jagger met Keith Richards for the first time on that subway. And Keith Richards saw that Mick Jagger, or maybe it was vice versa, I don't know. One of them had a whole bunch of albums and it was just meant to be. The Rolling Stones were meant to be. Bacon on pizza was meant to be. And let me make this perfectly clear for everybody out there. I'm not talking bacon bits. I'm not talking bacon crumbles. I'm talking pure strips of bacon at its greasiest. You put the strips on there. You want to break them up, that's fine. Personally, I don't like to separate people from their family. But just put them on there like a beautiful pink and red, yellow blanket. And if you have one of those ovens that you can have a clear shot inside, watch how the combination just melts and mends together, and just how the grease will just combine with the sauce and the cheese, and all these oils are just having one big fucking orgy in your oven. And then once it's done, you take it out. You hope that a little bit of all the greases just goes on top of the pizza crust, and just everything just works out beautifully. And then you cut it up, you bite into it, and then your mind is just so blown. You're just in a state of euphoria, and it's just magical. You just think of, your childhood, when you were able to ride your bike for the first time, and you played Mario on Nintendo for the first time, and you saw your first pair of tits, and it's just, everything just comes back, and it's just like, holy shit. Thank you, bacon. Thank you so much, bacon, for making all my foods and all my orgasmic tongue dreams come to life. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't even care where you came from. I'm told you came from pigs. God bless you, pigs. God bless you, the pig from Charlotte's Web. I forgot your name. I'm sorry. But I'm just so overwhelmed with the magicalness of bacon. It is just... oh. So what have we learned here today? Probably not much. I'm not going to lie. This is just an excuse for me to give thanks to a beautiful food that has just enriched my life and made others so happy. And, I just, it's awesome. It really is. Pure vegetarian, vegan, something beginning with V. I can't help you. I'm sorry. I love so many things in this life. I like air conditioning. I like candy. I absolutely love that the Raptors won the championship in 2019. Thank you. Thank you, Toronto Raptors. I love you. But what would have made me even happier at that moment if I saw my beautiful and amazing Raptors win the championship, but at the same time, if I was eating a beautiful, oily, crisp piece of bacon.